The upper body calisthenic, man, it gets you a pump. Like, come on. It gets you a pump. Like, with bodyweight training, something I didn't realize is that the pump is insane. The pump is insane, and I think this is why so many people rapidly change their physique when they start doing calisthenics training consistently. Alright, fam. What's good, ADB fam? It's your boy Roland Creighton Jr. I'm back with another video. In this video, we're going to be going over a workout that I previously recorded, and in this workout, I was targeting upper body. I ended up doing a little bit of lower body, just a little bit, but that doesn't matter. I didn't record that. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through this workout. First thing I'm taking you through is my warm-up. The warm-up's important, so let's just get into this. Alright, so the first thing we're doing is a banded pull apart. And the banded pull apart, that's really just something to warm up the shoulders, warm up the chest, warm up the shoulders, warm up the chest, get that whole shoulder joint ready to move, right? Get it activated. Then we're gonna go into, I've heard these called a number of different things. I don't really know the official name, but I just call them dislocations. Crazy name, I know. But this is something I use to prepare my shoulder joint. When I do this, I feel way better on overhead pressing motions. It just opens up my shoulders. Sometimes I have a tough time with shoulder mobility. So I'm really big on warming up the shoulder joint before I do upper body, right? So this right here, this is great for working that rear delt, right? Getting that rear delt activated and fired up. And then we go straight into some scapular pull-ups. So with the scapular pull-ups, you're gonna focus on pretty much pulling your ears away from your shoulders. So you're gonna hang on the bar, and instead of being here, you're gonna pull your ears away from your shoulders, lock your scapulas in place. That's your shoulder blades, right? Your wings, lock them in place, and just kind of hold that. Just hold it. And then we'll move into doing that for a set of reps, right? So you might do a set of 10 reps, a set of 8 reps, okay? And for each rep, you're gonna hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds. And then after that, then we start getting into the actual pulling motion, right? So I pull my knees up, engage the core, right? Keep the shoulder blade engaged and in its spot, and just hold that to prepare the core for what's coming, okay? And then we go into the real pull-ups, the real deal. You know, we start doing pull-ups. I did switch my hand grip, if you notice. It's perfectly fine to play around with hand grip. Me personally, I went from, I warmed up doing overhand, and then I decided I wanted to do underhand. That was because of some pain I was feeling in my wrist that day. So I just decided to switch it up, right? It's perfectly fine, it's no biggie. And then we go straight outside and we get into some dips. So from a vertical pulling into a vertical push, right? So my vertical push, first thing we're doing is the scapular push ups, right? So same deal, you're pulling your ears, pushing your ears away from the shoulder blades, and it's just getting you getting you primed to be in the right position to start a set of dips, right? Same thing with the pull-ups. Then we fly into the dips. You know what it is. I didn't really take too many clips, so I'm just kind of jumping from one exercise to the next. But you know, the dips, you want to be in the proper position. The pull-ups, you want to be in the proper position before you even take that first rep, right? So first you warm them up, and then you get the scapula ready and get it in its spot. And once it's in its spot, you're good. You're good to go. You're ready for action, right? So here's me going through another set of dips. You can see it's starting to get a little bit challenging. Dips are a very, very tough upper body workout exercise, but they are very, very useful, very, very powerful. Great for power production, right? So, and strength and mass, all that good stuff. Then we go into some underhand rows. Something I didn't record with the underhand rows, I do scapulas with that as well. So that just looks like you hang, right? And then you pull your arms back. Hang, pull your arms back, right? Same thing. So the upper body calisthenic, man, it gets you a pump. Like, come on. It gets you a pump. Like, with bodyweight training, something I didn't realize is that the pump is insane. The pump is insane, and I think this is why so many people rapidly change their physique when they start doing calisthenics training consistently, right? It's amazing. I personally felt it like crazy. I love it. I still incorporate some weights nowadays, but I try to do at least one all calisthenics day per week, right? So here we're hitting some decline push-ups. Okay, this is another great workout, another great exercise. I mean, in terms of power production, it puts all the weight. It puts the entire load on your front hands. I mean, on your hands. So you have to, garner a lot of that extra weight that your feet would also be helping you with. It's just a progression to the push-up, you know what it is. But the most important thing here, as you can see, is stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. That's the biggest part of this. Hydration, food, sleep, training, right? That's the way that I see it goes. So there you go. There you have it. There is the upper body workout. That is a full body calisthenics based workout. All body weight, no weights are required. You can use weights to make it harder on some areas. You can use a weight vest. You can use weight straps, right? Where you just kind of have the straps and you chain up the weights, or the belts, I mean, right? You can use different variations to make the push-ups more complicated, to make the dips more complicated, to make the pull-ups more complicated, right? You can do holds. You can do eccentric motion. You can do like pulses, half reps, right? Where you just do like that bottom half of a pull-up and then just do the top half of a pull-up and then do a full pull-up. Like there's a multitude of ways to make these exercises switch up and target different muscles, so you don't get overuse injuries, and so that you don't become bored with this style of training, right? Calisthenics is very fun. If you don't already do calisthenics training, I highly encourage you to at least implement it one day per week. That's it. Just one day per week. Do an upper body or a lower body or a full body calisthenics workout. See how you feel. Stay consistent with it, and just introduce that new stimulus to the muscles, so that they don't get bored with the same thing, the bench press and the back barbell back squat and whatnot, right? You got to switch it up. So if you don't already do calisthenics, this is a great way to A, strengthen the joints, B, strengthen the core, C, really hone in on technique and form, because that's something that I feel is missing with most weightlifters. You just focus on pushing the most amount of weight. You don't focus on form. If you're not focused on form and technique, you're not getting anything out of it. Calisthenics will bust that entire myth that it'll really like burst that entire bubble that makes you think, you're really powerful and you're really him just because you move the most weight. Like, bro, you might be moving a lot of weight, and I'll give it to you, because I might not be able to move that much weight or whatever, but I promise you, if you start training body weight, you'll gain a new respect for what technique and form can do for you over weights. You can get a full workout in without touching a single weight, and get it'll tear you up just as much as if you were hitting the squat rack, deadlifts, bench press all in one workout, right? That it would tear you up the same way if you do it properly. All you need is your body weight. And then once you master your body weight, boom, jump back into the weights. You know what I mean? That's my perspective. That's the way I do it. The way I did it was I tried to master the body weight. I won't say I mastered it by any means, but I definitely honed in on scapular control, right? Core strength, breathing, right? Form. My thing is, you should be able to, let's say for instance, in a squat, if you're doing a squat and I snap my fingers in the middle of the rep, you should be able to change direction. In a push-up, if you're going down on a push-up and I snap my fingers, you should be able to push back up without any hesitation, no jerk, no like weird movements. It should be smooth and controlled. You should be in control of the entire movement. At any point in time, you should be able to reverse your direction. If you cannot do that, it's because you either A, lack stability, lack strength, or lack control, right? You will get those things if you start training body weight, because with body weight training, you have to focus on different training variables to progress. You can't just rely on throw another 5 on, throw another 10 on, and let's push the right side up and then push the left side up and then act like I'm the man because I got it up. Nah, bro. Nah, you're not doing nothing. Like, you might be pushing that weight, so you're doing something, but like, you're not doing it right, so you're not getting out of it what you should be getting out of it, as you will if you learn how to control and fire each muscle, right, individually, or as a group if it needs to be done that way. If you can learn how to control it, it'll take you 10 times farther. 10 times farther. So that's the end of my rant. Bodyweight training is awesome. Calisthenics training is awesome. Weight training is awesome. Free weights. I like dumbbells and barbells. I should get into kettlebells more. I'm not big on cable machines, but you know, they do what they need to do. You know, you can get a lot from them. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's your boy, Roland Creighton Jr. Till next week, signing out. Peace.